about to go live and kick all this off. I got Matt with me so far. Hopefully Flip joins us. Jayson will not. He is being Dad of the Year. What did you just think of that punt? Wow, putting it out on the 1 yard line. And
That's
I
incredible.
am going to turn the volume down on that. Turn it down on that. I'm showing 23 seconds left. How much have you got?
I got 23 seconds too, but I'm on a stream, so we're a little bit behind.
Okay. All right. 3 rushers, and everybody's back at least 10 yards, if not further, in defense. Woohoo.
Hey, man. They deserve to play that way.
Uh-huh. Let's see if we've got second down. Hey, we have Michael already. Michael, I see your post right there. Beautiful, beautiful. And we know YouTube is working. All right. 13 seconds I'm showing. Let's see, it's probably done. Because I'm streaming too, so we're probably behind.
I got 9 seconds.
Big win.
I got 9
yes,
seconds.
Brandon,
with a big
it's
pass
a big
here.
win.
Huge.
Hey, Alan. Well, and they stopped the clock, them schmucks.
There we go. So I got the final notification. We're good, Dave.
All right, we're good. Let's hit the rolling real quick. Get everybody a chance to join us. Ready to join the conversation. Win or lose, victory or agonizing defeat, disappointment or glory. Climbing the pocket is here. Have we got a treat for you as I just put my computer in sleep mode.
That's not good.
Boom. And of course, can't type in the right password. Matt, what are you thinking?
Oh my gosh, what am I thinking? What am I not thinking? What a great performance this week.
Yes, and of course
when you
my
need
camera
to step
just
up,
froze. Oh,
that's
no.
okay, Dave. We got plenty to talk about today.
I
this
know.
was exactly what needed to happen this week for the Minnesota Vikings. They came out, they were dominant. I know the defense was a little shaky early on, but you know what? They settled down. They didn't allow anything in the second half. I think I saw 42 yards only in the second half, um, aside from that final drive there where they got some garbage time points. Kirk still on fire. I don't know what's gotten into him, but he looks great when you give him some time. The offense, sans Dalvin Cook, looked incredible. Alexander Madison played super well.
Keep
Justin
going.
Jefferson looked really good. Adam Thielen. We got Tyler Conklin in the mix today. KJ Osborne is continuing that wide receiver 3 trend today. I don't know, Dave. It just winning cures everything, and you just feel good when you win a damn
Us.
game. And we should be 3-0, but we're not. We're 1-2, but I'm still ecstatic. I think this offense has the ability to take us where we want to go. And I think that if we can just continue to kind of press the pedal to the metal on the offensive side and kind of fix the defensive side, they just need to get settled in a little bit earlier than where they did today. But I couldn't have asked for a better performance. I also want to call out Clint Kubiak. I think that he called a great game as well today on the offensive side of the ball. So we should be excited.
How many days are
There's
there?
Flip.
There's Flip. Now, I'm still frozen, though, and I don't know if I can unfreeze me without killing the stream. That's just killing me, Goose. Killing me.
SKOL Vikes. How
Yes.
Flip,
many
what's
days
going
are
on?
up the stream? How about that W, boys? SKOL Vikes. Y'all are listening in. Y'all watching this live. Give me some W's in the chat. SKOL Vikes. An easy win. This was easy, boys.
What did we say this morning,
Easy.
Flip, right? We said this was going to happen. You're in town.
We said Justin Jefferson was going to go off, 9 catches, 118 yards, 1 touchdown. You know it. We said
Let's
no
go.
Dalvin Cook, no problem.
Right?
Let's go. Give me some W's in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. It's a great game. Tons of
We got
fun.
a bunch
It was
of people.
easy.
Yeah, we got Jim, we got
Russell
Stacy,
Wilson.
Raymond, Michael. Everybody's
Yes,
in the
sir.
chat here. Everybody's happy. Everybody's ready to roll.
Except for Dave.
That's my highlight. Justin Jefferson, first true home game. 67,000 people here in the stands. It's marvelous. We sent all those Seattle Seahawks fans home early. Jingling our keys at them. It was great.
You have a different perspective. You were in the stadium. How was it? What was the atmosphere like?
It was a ton of fun, man. Kickoff to the end. It was marvelous being here. Lots of purple. No, not that many Seahawks fans. We made it heard. You know, I said, win or lose, we were going to be heard today, and we were. And we got that W. We had the defense pumping us up after that turnover, too. So it was a fun game. People are ready for the Minnesota Vikings to be back in the stadium. They're ready for us to go. Let's go on a little win streak here. We had the offense. Offense just caught fire, man. Again, it was easy. They could not stop us. Let's go, Clint Kubiak.
Yeah, let's talk about the defense in the second half, because I know in the first half it was a little sketchy there, right? Like we saw them go right. Was playing a little bit off of Metcalf and got that easy touchdown there, and I think everybody, myself included, was a little nervous. Halftime comes up, they settle in. I mentioned it a little bit before you hopped on, but only 42 yards allowed in the second half by this Vikings defense. They contained Russ. They played physical. They played great defense. Probably got away with a pass interference at the end of the game there, but we don't need to talk about that. What are your takeaways from the defensive side?
Yeah, you know, live game experience isn't always a tell. I mean, you can tell I was just yelling my voice off, barely have a voice left. But what I saw from the defense in the second half was Seattle actually just seemed to stop running the ball. And the second they went one-dimensional, Patrick Peterson, even Bashad Breeland started doing a great job. It was really shaky in that first half, but we settled into a cover 2 shell into that zone defense. Eric Kendricks started controlling the middle of the field, and after that, it was over.
Yeah,
Good.
and Eric Kendricks and Daniil Hunter got that sack at the end too, which was fantastic. I think they did a great job containing Russell Wilson. We've been known to give Kirk Cousins
Zimmer
some shit
dialed up
on this
that
show.
blitz.
Yeah, he did. We've been known to give Kirk Cousins some shit on this show, calling him out to kind of elevate this team. Here we are 3 weeks in, and I don't think you can point at him and say that it's his problem, right? Like,
Halftime adjusted. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think you give Kirk some crap on that Wednesday show. This Sunday show, there's nothing to complain about this season.
no.
Kirk Cousins has been great. We don't even talk about Kirk on the Thursday show. Kirk's been great. He's been exactly what we need him to be. You know, he's been consistent. He's been cool. He's taking care of the football. He has those random-ass boneheaded plays where he's trying to play with only one shoe. But other than that, Kirk's been accurate, hitting his receivers. Receivers are catching the ball. He's been aggressive. It's been really great to see Kirk Cousins start the season like this. And he's just got to keep that going. I'm ready for the Browns, I'll tell you that.
You know, last week, your voice on this show was so sore from screaming at Greg Joseph, but he was good today, right? Were you cheering him on out there at US Bank Stadium?
I was here. I was watching the pregame. He was making all his picks in the pregame. During all the intros, all the smoke was blowing, and Greg Joseph was still practicing his field goals in the smoke. And, you know, I said on Viking Hot Takes, I thought he was going to make all of his picks today, and he did. He's 27 years old, and he's had a history of being really consistent as a field goal kicker. You can't fault a guy for missing one kick when he's made 3 50-yarders in the first 2 games. And so he's a guy you stick with. I think Mike Zimmer was right to do that today, and it paid off.
Absolutely. Dave, are you here with us? I know your camera's frozen.
I am here with you. I'm trying to come in via an alternate method. Let's see if it works. And boom.
This is a test. If y'all are regulars, we don't usually do in person like this. So Matt Anderson's going to be here next week, and he's going to do the in-person show.
I think it'll be Ryan next week. I won't be here. I'll be on the road. I won't be watching the game next week. So, but hey, I think we brought the good energy. It all started this morning. I don't know if you guys saw my post on Twitter, but a few of us climbing the pocket guys met up for some brunch, and that's when all the good vibes started for sure. I mean, it was good to see you this morning, Flip, and I knew at that point. I knew when I saw you walk up to the table, I was like, we're not losing today. This just feels so right.
That's too cool.
How many Daves are there right now?
Well, there's quite a few, but I finally got one working.
We got Dave on Dave.
How many do you see? Hold on.
It's just like,
boom. There we go.
There's not anything to talk about, man. It was easy. We can beat Seattle, and I thought that at the beginning of the year. I think we honestly have a shot to go on a run here. I don't care who we're playing right now. It's all about how we play. And I think you see that being able to beat Seattle so easily. Give me another crack at Arizona. You know, give me another crack. Well, I guess we're not going to play the Bengals again, but I just think that this team, once they figure out the fundamentals, once they cut down on the penalties, once they tackle well, the fundamentals, once they make their field goal kicks, those are the only thing that was holding this team back. And so if we're doing those things, you start thinking about what they can achieve. And you take it one game at a time. But am I scared about Cleveland coming in next week? No, not if we're playing fundamental football like we did today.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about the noise.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, Flip. I mean, it's all about staying fundamental, disciplined. But if you put out a performance like that every week, I honestly don't think there's anybody that's stopping you. I mean, I think you win your last 2 games if you play that way. You clearly stomped on Seattle today. I know the score may have indicated early on that it was probably close, but it didn't feel close at all. Like the Vikings single-handedly felt like they were in the driver's seat the whole game, and maybe in a week we get Dalvin Cook back, and we can just keep that offense moving with him in there. So we got Dave here
Yeah,
finally too. Dave,
Yeah, I'm here.
go ahead, Flip.
And
I just want to, give a shout out to, we got Mark. I see Jablonski. I see Joseph Shea. Mr. Shea, I can finally shave now that we got that win. We got Mary Fisk. Mary was telling me all week we were going to win, and I was down in the purple. But Mary, you were right. You were right, Mary. So I appreciate y'all keeping me through these tough times. And again, it's fun to watch these guys win in person. I'm 5-3 now. Let's go. 6-3 coming
woohoo!
up later this year.
Let's do it, man.
How was
Also,
it at
I
the
got
stadium?
It's a beautiful stadium. If y'all have never come to a game here, come on in, man. It's beautiful. The sun's setting right now behind downtown Minneapolis. I'm probably going to get kicked out here pretty soon, but SKOL Vikes.
That's awesome. As you can see,
Dave.
my video is delayed from my speech.
Dave, do you have
Dave,
any
I
takeaways
got a
from the
better
game?
setup than you.
Hey, yeah, you do right now. My takeaways is look at that offensive line, baby. They gave Kirk protection. Oh my God, it was nice. They opened up holes for Alexander Madison. He ran like a damn fool. It was great. Abdullah had a good game too, coming in relief.
Yes.
But again, I think Kirk Cousins, that was probably one of his best games. I wish he'd thrown more touchdowns in the second half, but he did drive us down the field. There were very few miscues, if hardly at all, on the offense. And I can't ask for anything more. That offense looks like a modern NFL offense. There was misdirection, there was play action, there was all sorts of stuff that Clint Kubiak called that worked. Now, I had one saved tweet of the game. And let me see if I can pull it up real quick. It was from Arif Hassan, the man, the myth, the legend himself. He's like, I feel Clint Kubiak's giving himself an insane play call drive, and then he follows up with like two conservative ones, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And
But that's good. Put the Kirk, let Kirk know he's got to hit it.
it's Dave, the Kung Fu movie. I like that.
Hey, I gotta speak up here before the comment disappears. But Mary said it. Flip. I gotta say, purple and U.S. Bank Stadium do look good on you, man. It it
Oh,
looks
wow.
good to see you there, especially amongst a win.
Hey, the win always feels good. I hope I could have contributed. I wish I could flip my camera around. There was these sad Seahawks fans like 5 rows up. I wish I could
Just
show you. These
rotate your
guys
phone.
that's moping.
Just
They probably I don't know if you can see down there, but they probably spent those are like $800 tickets just to watch your team lose. Like, look at that.
That's a long flight back to Seattle.
yeah, it is. Oh, and they've got a
Safe
tough
flight.
schedule too. And they've lost two. They're the same record as us.
I mean, come on. We played in Seattle, what, 3-4 years in a row.
Or more.
You bring them here. You bring them here. You bring them to U.S. Bank. No 12th man. Come on. They had no chance. That was easy. I want everybody to know today was easy, and the Minnesota Vikings can build on this.
Good. I just hope the defense builds on it. Now, they held
Yeah.
Seattle from scoring for most of the second half, right? And a portion of the first half. But it was that beginning of the first half when Russell Wilson was picking on Bashad Breeland that I was just like, oh no, he's going to do this all day. But if the defense gels, we've got a heck of a team.
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to talk.
They.
Oh, go ahead, Flip. Go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say we've been recording for 15 minutes. They got the Vikings postgame show here. It starts in 4 minutes, so
Yeah,
I mean, I'm telling you, this is the show, the final score. We go right at the end
yeah.
of the
We
game. We'll
don't
give you
wait.
all the takes. Balanced attack on both sides of the ball. These comments are right on.
God, it was sweet.
I've seen
It's
some
such a
comments
good
in the
win.
chat today, and I don't want to deviate too much away from the Vikings, but the Bears looked atrocious. The Lions dropped to 0-3. I mean, this division, man, it's here. It's ready to be taken. And if we can just keep putting up these performances each week, and if we can just stay
Yeah,
hot, literally the sky is the limit. I mean, I know last year we talked about the offense being good and the defense being bad. We don't need great defensive play. If we can do what we did today each week and then offensively do what we did, that's honestly all we need. And you've alluded to it a bunch of times already. Today's victory was easy, and I think next week. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I think next week when we talk about the Browns coming to town, they're a similar smash mouth football team like we are. They like to run the ball, control the clock, play good defense. I think that's a game that really sets us up to play well and potentially put 2 wins on the board. Uh, so I'm excited.
Browns look good today.
yeah.
Um,
Well, it's been great, y'all. I'm gonna have to head out. SKOL Vikes. Tune in every week to the final score. We'll be reviewing the game. Dave, Matt, it's been a pleasure.
it's been a
Flip.
pleasure, Flip, and thanks for joining us from the stadium. It is
Yes.
added to this like you wouldn't believe. Now, if you could track down Ryan and Eric and everybody else that's at the stadium and get them on, we'll be golden.
SKOL, baby. SKOL Vikes.
Skull, go
It's
drink a beer with
great
Judd.
seeing you this morning, Flip.
And
Dave,
that is it. And my other camera's still
Dave,
frozen. What?
do you got any final takes before we call it a show here?
I do not, other than I love the offensive play. Um, Obviously, our screen's messed up due to the fact that I've janked everything around. Um,
Hey, man.
it happens. And I can't figure out how to refresh my onboard camera to fix that. Uh, it was a wonderful win. I hope the defense gels even better. I thought that roughing the passer on Everson Griffin at the end was ticky tack. I thought one of the holdings called on us was very ticky tack, but I'll take it anyways. We won by 2 scores.
Yeah.
you know, I absolutely love that. It's the more we can do that, especially against really good teams, the more this team builds confidence, and the more I guarantee after this game, the team is going to be talking about playing at home in US Bank and how much more they want to do that.
Yep. I mean, we talked about it on Wednesday's show for Vikings Happy Hour. Uh, the home field advantage is a real thing, and we saw it today in live effect. And I'm excited to have another home game next week. I think we've kind of steered the ship in the right direction, and next week's the week to put it on the right path. So I think Vikings fans should. I don't want to plug my show too much, but the Vikings fans should grab a drink tonight, and they should cheers to such a great performance. I just saw a notification come up. Mike Zimmer told the Vikings that today was the best offensive performance in the 8 years he's been coach as the Minnesota Vikings. So everybody in the chat, everybody listening to this, you should be happy. Tonight you can go to bed and you can know that the Vikings just kicked ass today.
Yes.
And we are ready to roll into next week with some confidence. And I honestly don't have anything else today. I know Seth said shows are shorter when we win. I agree, man. There's
I
nothing else left to say.
And as Mary says, we believe.
We
And
do.
I agree with Zim. That was Clifford said. It was probably one of the best offensive performances we've seen since he's been head coach. It may deal with him, sitting down 45 minutes a day or 45 minutes once a week with Kirk. I don't know. I think that's wonderful. I think they're actually getting on each other's same page, which cannot hurt and it could do nothing but help. I think we see a difference in
Yes.
Kirk. I see a difference in Zim. Now we just got to get that defense to gel, and this team will be close to unstoppable. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of unstoppable, Climb in the Pocket has its full lineup of shows this week. Starting tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, we have Tyler Fornes and our good buddy Deshaun Vaughn as they go at it on CTP Mondays, turning your Mondays purple. And boy, will it be purple. Then Tuesday, you get your favorite Climb in the Pocket personalities back together for In the Huddle. That may be a 9 o'clocker, don't know yet. Be flexible with that one. It's either 8 or 9. And then on 8 o'clock on Wednesday, who do we have, Matt?
Well, it's potential, but Doogie Darren Wolfson might be a guest this week on the show. I'll confirm this week, but I'm hopeful.
Hey, that would be fantastic. I love seeing Doogie and listening to what he has to say and talking to him. He's obviously great for the Minnesota area, probably one of the best local coverage guys that's out there, and there's plenty of them. And then
Absolutely.
Thursday, we'll have Flip Back with Viking Hot Take. And then we start it all over again on Saturday with
Let's
two
go.
old bloggers at our new time at 4 o'clock in the afternoon Central.
Yes.
Everybody, I want you to enjoy the rest of your evening. Go have fun, catch whatever other post games, because you've already seen the original, the one on first. Be safe, enjoy your beverages, be healthy, and as always, what do we say, Matt?
SKOL Vikes!
SKOL Vikings! Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you're listening on your favorite aggregator, make sure you rate us. And always feel free to join the conversation here at Climb in the Pocket. SKOL, everybody.